Is Kazuma Rhino Activision stealing its players' hard-earned money with the greatest theft in gaming history? Or is Kazuma Rhino just a blanket statement of something within their anti-cheat that they're unable to fix due to their immense incompetency or willingness to acknowledge that there is a problem?
A friend of mine suggested that we downloaded it and tried it and all played together. I was really excited because I love FPS games. They're my favourite. I've never actually owned a COD game before, so trying one out for the first time on my own account was quite exciting, and I had such high expectations because it was a COD game, and it's such a massive franchise and everyone knows about COD, so I thought, yeah, this will be pretty good. And I was enjoying it. We were playing with multiplayer games. I was really enjoying it. And then my game crashed. And when I reopened it, it said permanently banned Kazuma Rhino. Googled Kazuma Rhino and everyone was tweeting about how it's a ban for cheating. I've never cheated in my life, so I immediately appealed it and was met with a generic email saying the decision is final. I was using unauthorized software and manipulating game data. I have never owned cheats in my life. I've played a lot of games. I love CSGO, but I would never cheat in it. I don't really understand why anyone would. But now I've got a VAC ban on my 8-year-old Steam account, and it's ruined my trust factor in games that I play quite a lot of, like CSGO. It takes me a long time to actually get into a game now, which is really frustrating. So yeah, after the appeal, I submitted a support ticket. That was actually met by someone that did reply to me, told me to appeal it and read the terms and conditions, which I had already done anyways, so they closed that. I then submitted another support ticket, which was ignored, and then another one, and then another one. I think I submitted 4 in total. They were all ignored and closed instantly. What would satisfy me as a customer would just be to remove the VAC ban from the Steam account and to sort the anti-cheat system. Clearly it's not doing, or maybe it is doing what it's supposed to do, but it's capturing something that it shouldn't be capturing. I don't know if it's Razer Synapse or ICUE or Logitech, but it could be any of those because I do have those installed, but that doesn't justify a ban for cheating when I was not cheating.
And if this has happened to you, make sure you stay to the end of the video for a bit of good news, because after all, everything that most of you have already been through, you deserve a little bit of good news on a video that begins right now. What's up, what's good YouTube? Hope all is well and welcome back to the channel. I'm Hapa and I'm finally feeling like I'm getting back to 100% health after about a 2-week illness. I know you guys can probably still kind of hear it in my voice, but I'm doing my best. And quite frankly, being sick for 2 weeks, I got really bored. So let me apologize for the lack of content, guys. It's just that I would rather bring you top tier content instead of top quantity content. And I hope you appreciate that. But without further ado, on today's video, we're gonna talk about a topic we've already covered that absolutely needs much more attention applied to it, because it's still happening. I'm talking about, of course, Kazuma Rhino bans. What is a Kazuma Rhino ban? Well, if you haven't heard, they're actually, for the majority of the people experiencing them, false bans for people that are playing Modern Warfare 2. In my expert opinion, the Kazuma Rhino bans, by far and large, are false bans, as I believe that everybody's experiencing some sort of false flag from the anti-cheat that isn't a nefarious software process. So today, I'm calling on every single viewer of this video to do me one simple single little favor. All I need you guys to do is like the video, then right after you do that, hit the share button. So YouTube not only promotes this video in the algorithm, it also makes more people aware that this is an issue that one day they themselves could have to face if we don't force Activision to do something about it. And I'll tell you exactly why sharing this video will exponentially help our cause. But first, for some information for those that are on the fence about whether or not Kazuma Rhino happens to actually be false in nature, upon viewing the majority of these accounts and their Activision stats that come along with them, I can see the vast majority of these players have stats on their accounts that not only date back to the blackout days. While this isn't a knock on any of them, the vast majority of them have rather ordinary or below ordinary stats, with the exception of a few demons. Most of these people, I would lean towards the fact that they're casual players, and by far and large, casual players seem to be the ones most affected by the Kazuma Rhino bans. And a fair amount of these people were banned while they were attempting to play the campaign mode. And let's be honest, nobody's trying to cheat on the campaign mode. I'm pretty sure aim assist within the campaign mode is already cheating, so what would you need cheats for? In fact, out of all the info I've gathered, there isn't any providers that provide cheats for campaigns, so I honestly don't think campaign cheats exist. And with that being said, some of these people that reached out to me had never or have never touched a COD multiplayer game. They strictly play the campaign mode. I know that's crazy. There's people that literally exist like that. What a bunch of weirdos. Oh, I'm sorry, that was rude. Because even though they don't experience the joy that is COD multiplayer, trust me guys, you're not missing out on anything. These people were banned after trying to play the campaign mode, reached out through Activision support, and were given the typical canned response that they were banned for using a third-party software or application, aka cheating? While common knowledge would allow one to surmise that not every single person claiming that they were falsely banned was indeed banned under false pretenses, but the sheer number of people not only willing to allow me to remotely connect to their PCs and scan their PCs to try and discover any nefarious softwares that they may be trying to hide from me, but the astounding number of people, and get this, that decided to buy the game again and they got banned again, leads me to believe that a good portion of the people that are reaching out for help when it comes to their Kazuma Rhino bans were not cheating, or nor have they ever. In fact, I'd love for fellow YouTuber, the Deception Detective, to use his expertise to analyze some of the pleas for help some of these players have been sending me, including the clip that I used in the introduction of this video, and help us confirm or deny, using his expert statement analysis skills, whether or not these people begging for our help possibly could ever have been cheating, and that be the reason they're banned. And furthermore, I've opened up my Discord server for any and all that have actually had this issue. The link's down in the description, so you guys can share information, and hopefully, you know, we can get to the bottom of it. But the most important thing that can be done right now about this issue is for us to be as loud as we possibly can about this issue, and finally force Activision to acknowledge that there is a problem. That's the first step in fixing these issues of everybody getting false flagged and banned for a game they paid almost $100 for. And that might even take an attorney that's skilled in these type of events to reach out to us, or, you know, decide to represent these players in what appears, in this YouTuber's opinion, to be a massive theft by deception, because some people have been denied refunds while some have been able to get the refunds. And to be honest with you guys, my true feelings about this situation would be much easier to share if we were on a platform, for, you know, lack of a better phrase, that allowed for my unrestricted opinions to be told. Kind of like Rumble. If you guys aren't following me over on Rumble, make sure after this video you head on over to Rumble, links down in the description, and subscribe to my channel. While I know much other larger creators like Nero Cinema and Bad Boy Beeman have briefly touched on the Kazuma Rhino bans, I wonder if they know that there's still an issue, and I still get messages every day from people that are getting banned for Kazuma Rhino. I do, however, know that their help on these issues would definitely escalate its notoriety, and, you know, maybe, just maybe, possibly we could eventually force an acknowledgement from Activision, or even better, maybe after they acknowledge it, they'll be like, shit, let's fix this, because if not, we got to give everybody's fucking money back to them, which is something they'd probably rather file their molars down with a dull file than actually do, you know, give our money back to us after they fucked up. Much in the same sentiment is spoken by American actor Kyle Chandler, who said, "Opportunity does not knock. It presents itself when you beat down its fucking door." Catch you guys on the next one.
Bye. Little buddy, what is you doing? Finna go hard, hard, hard. Ice on my neck, ice on my wrist. That for the squad. Know they gon' hate, do what I tell them. Get on your jaw. Work on smooth, I got the moves. I swear to God. Hey, I just dropped 200 on a new